Hola, everybody. I am so excited. I'm Chris.
Brett.
Dave, and we're here streaming a game that's very near and dear to our hearts. It is Monster Hunter Generations. Came out last Friday. This is me. This is my character in my scrubby little Jaggy set that I made for myself.
Kind of
I made this armor.
It's the little thing chasing you.
That's my pet cat, Oscar.
Oh my gosh.
And apparently, hold on, everybody.
Got the stream open in a different channel.
Indeed.
But it's fine.
It's fine. How do we sound okay, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, let us know.
So, yes, this is one of my favorite game series as of the last couple of years. I really do love it.
Yeah.
Disclosure, blah, blah, blah. Capcom did give us a copy of this game, and we used to work there.
We worked there for
nobody
years,
paid us or asked us to do this. We're just fans of the game.
I never worked at Capcom, and I've never played the series. So I'm like just like on our commentary yesterday for patrons for Star Trek, like treat me like someone who's new on the Enterprise.
And I don't want to.
Like,
Dave, your job is to ask where are the health bars.
Yes.
Yeah, where is it?
Well, we don't need them yet because we're in the village with all our friends. We got Smithies over there and
How does that cat walk on 2 feet?
That's my friend. That's my friend. That's my Palico. He's like my little helper cat.
So you've already sold me on the game.
Well, what I'm going to do is take you into a quest, and I don't want to overcomplicate things too much. I have my stuff ready, but I do want to show you how you eat because I do love the eating animation in this game.
Yeah.
You order a meal, and check this out. Again, not to overcomplicate anything. You can select health boosts, and you can eat a different meal every time you go into a quest. So I like more stamina, and
well, then that's tied to the weapon you're using because you want to eat based on maybe the fight you're going into or the weapon that you are using. So, like as a dual blades user, stamina is very important.
Indeed.
So
this
eating
cat's gonna make me some fucking food. Look at him go.
All those dishes sounded like captchas. Like,
yeah, they really did.
Martin Thomas.
I love this though. The drip of it. Oh, what is that? Covered in butter.
Yeah, that can't be good for you to go into battle with.
That was a hearty meal.
A hearty meal.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of my urgent right away, and I'm going to show you a couple things about the game that you might not know. There's a lot of stuff to learn in Monster Hunter, but I don't want to overwhelm anybody. So Elston, let me know if I'm being too esoteric. This is my urgent. This is your urgent quests. They're sort of
urgents are, and this is the single player offline mode of the game where you help a village through its like goings on, and people will give you quests to go on. And eventually, in your little tier, there's 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars. You get an urgent quest, and that is basically the boss of that tier. And when you beat them, you open up the next tier of battles. So the urgent in this case is this the Tetsukabra?
Yes, the Tetsukabra.
So
I'm going after the Tetsukabra, collecting my crap.
Yeah, and the single player game is, you end up doing this to like get basic materials to familiarize yourself with the monster.
Now check this out, David. I'm going to go over here real fast, and I'm going to show you one of the dumb things. So what I do love about Monster Hunter is it's like one of those complicated PC games, except I can sprint my ass off and scroll through the menu and access all my items at any time I want.
Y
and A scroll back and forth. Huh?
You have a sprint meter?
Yeah, that's the yellow bar up there.
It's your stamina.
And I could show you, but there's no animals here, so I can gather stuff from all around the map. Unique fur
and this seems boring.
It seems boring, but like when you're in the middle of a fight, like this can really save your ass.
Yeah, like gathering becomes this Zen-like thing of like, well, I need raw materials for X, Y, Z, but I know other stuff I need, so I'll just do a circuit. You can go on quests that are just there's no monster here.
There's no monster, just gather stuff. So like, say I've been hit, my health bar up there is down. I can go to combine. I have a herb and I have a blue mushroom, and I've done this just through walking around on the quest, and boom, we will craft. Where is it? There's my herb.
A potion.
And garbage, thanks. But, but I got a potion out of it, so I have health items that I can just craft from throughout the game.
Yeah. So you brought barbecue with you.
I brought a barbecue spit. I wanted it. You can slice up a bunch of like harmless animals, cook them, and that'll help your stamina meter.
Yeah, and then there's a the more rations or meat that you eat, your stamina overall meter will go up.
Yeah,
the yellow bar. But since Chris ate before he came into the fight, it's already kind of maxed out.
I got a stamina boost just by eating, and it only cost me. It's a very minimal cost. Yeah. So this is like Minecraft, right? There's fuck. I was famously yelled at for calling this like Minecraft by a bunch of people who've never played Minecraft.
That's not true. I've played Minecraft.
What do you do in Minecraft, Elston?
You walk around, you get all the little boxes, and you take them up, and then you build things with them.
This is not true. You break apart things, and you find different parts that you can then craft.
That's what I just
craft
said.
Boxes to fortify yourself from the actual gameplay experience.
That's what I just said.
And so I just compared it like collecting items and making things and learning recipes from things in the environment that is like Monster Hunter.
But that's like a dozen RPGs.
If you're thinking of Minecraft as just a game where you build, no, it's not the same. But if it's one where you gather materials from throughout the land and learn recipes,
so it's Atelier Iris as well.
You son of a bitch. So check this out. Here's our boss. I made earlier Demon Drug, which will give me a fight boost, a little attack bonus. And I will also use a paintball. I love this.
What?
This will mark him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now if you look at the map over on the left of your screen, or the bottom of ours, you will see he's marked on the map. When I'm really hurting him, he will run away.
See, this is what I remember from like demos that I took, where it's like he'll just escape to different sections and you got to follow him around.
Yeah, that's why paintballs are very important. If you're playing multiplayer, be the person that brings the paintballs.
Yeah.
As a hunting horn player,
and eventually you'll learn.
I don't bring the paintballs. I bring everything else.
Yeah. So I have dual blades. This to me, when I first got into the game, was the most adaptive to other games. I've got slash. I've got other slash together with combos. I can pull off any number of stuff, but I can also go into demon mode, which I'll show you as soon as it gets a little closer.
Beat up your cat friend?
Yeah, well, I'm pretty confident in myself. I got a decent armor set. He's still pretty early in the game.
So this is a good distinction. Picking a weapon in Monster Hunter is very much
good.
It's analogous to picking a character in Street Fighter.
See how much? That's one hit. That's one hit from the Tetsukabra.
But
he's not messing around.
But so for Chris, like each is playing a dual blades. Each weapon will have a slightly different HUD, and it gives you different movement options, different damage output. But for dual blades, Chris has that red meter, which is like your demon gauge. And as it fills up, Chris can hit 2 attack buttons. Now the dual blades glow, and you get stronger combos, bigger attacks.
I get faster attacks, all that stuff. So
and I think you have the dash, right? Like you can dash better.
Yeah.
Like close the gap quicker.
So you can only sprint when your weapon is away.
Yeah.
And that takes down your stamina meter. But look, I brought in plenty of potions. I love. Our buddy Bob Mackey had an article comparing this to a camping trip. Like, I got my potions and my whetstones, and you get out there and like, I forgot something. And you can always make do. You can always either a friend you're playing with will have something, or you can craft something in the environment itself. So you're never truly screwed. But oh man, are there moments when you're not prepared later in the game? You will be penalized.
Brandal's asking, is this Monster Hunter Greatest Hits?
Yeah, a little bit.
Sort of, yeah. It has a lot of the cover, like Tetsu was introduced in 4 and 4 Ultimate, but this does have a lot of the cover monsters.
Ooh, you see me, he yells and I have to hold my ears. But if Brett was here with me, he could cast a spell that gave me earplugs, meaning it's basically free hits on the monster when he gets upset and yells. Oof, that was a bad move.
So you'll see like monsters, any monster that have been on the cover of a game is, I think they're all in this. So like Brachidios,
John Madden,
Nargacuga, John Madden.
What you want to do is go down and beat up the monsters best he can.
Sting was on the cover last year.
Ooh, I should get away.
I'm sure that was 2 years ago.
Me.
But yeah, the game turns into a lot of learning patterns, the patterns of the monsters, learning the way your weapons work, the way I would approach this fight with a hunting horn is very different from how Chris would be with the dual blades or even a
bad move.
A great sword user or especially a bow user is everyone's gonna do their own thing.
Okay, he knocked me out of the zone. Thank God I can now heal up a bit.
You got zoned.
You got zoned.
I think your cat's about to die.
The cat can take care of himself. I don't really have to help him. He helps me. He can gather stuff. In this game, you can cast spells and help me out.
The cat has its own language because it said I can't afford.
So did you see that?
It's full of cat puns.
He left the area, but I can see where he is because on the map, in like a Monster Hunter play with, dude, he's in 7. Man, stupid Jaggy.
So one of the new things to Generations that wasn't there before, you'll see that absolute evasion and escape runner, those glowing beacons.
I'm still finding it difficult to work those into my movesets, but when I remember, they're immensely helpful.
Yeah, you can map them. It's weird. You can map 2 and 3 to the ZL and ZR buttons on the new 3DS, but you can't map the first. I don't know how you, like a button input. I feel like I still have to touch the screen to trigger whatever I have in the Hunter Art slot 1.
Wes says he's weak. Hit him with an Ultra Ball.
It's not like that at all.
But
the trade-off I have as a dual blades user is that I need to get in real close, meaning those attacks can really hurt me unless I suit up with better armor.
Yeah, but then you can also start, once you get later in the game, you start fiddling around with things like armor skills, which are, this suit of armor is like, technically...
let's try it.
Technically...
Yeah, look at that. See, I used the arts, it's evaded super fast. I want to draw him over here and try and...
jump on him?
Yeah.
He does seem susceptible. No, nothing. Totally no soul.
All right, I got it. I got him, though.
But
again, after this, Elston's going to jump in with me, and we should do stuff a little faster. I didn't take that into account. I'm not that strong.
But with a bladed weapon, Chris, also, you're able to... I don't think this tail gets cut.
Try one more time.
I don't think the tail
gets broken, and you can also break his fangs. Ooh, he's mad now.
But so as an impact weapon, like the hunting horn, the hammer, those are concussive weapons. Those players generally want to be near the face, the head, the skull, and deal that damage.
But he's drooling. You see that? The monsters have no health bars, but they give little tells that they're hurt. And he wasn't limping, but he was drooling. So I'm putting a sting on him.
Drooling is like they're low on stamina. They've kind of used their invisible stamina bar for the minute, and they need a second to recover.
See a hamburger in distance.
Yes. You'll also see like tusks break or fangs. Or if the tail gets cut off, you know you've done a lot of damage to a specific part of the body.
Loving these cat puns. Do you guys
filled with puns, Dave.
Do you guys know the cat pun writer at Capcom?
No.
Well, we know the localization team, and they're.
I'd like to get that
shit! I was about to
autograph.
jump on him, but he took down the little barrier I could jump on him with. So he is not happy, but he's also weakened. There we go. Look at that, getting some clean hits on this fool. I wonder if I'm playing with a little bit of delay. How are we sounding, everybody? Do we need to adjust the sound at all? I turned the music way down because I do love the slicey dicey sound effect hits, and I don't want to. Oh God, I gotta get out of here.
It is weird that they keep meowing, which is like that's what Japanese people think.
Oh goodness!
That's what it's a cat meowing in Japanese, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what.
And he dropped the shiny down there.
Yeah.
So if I didn't say that before, the set I'm wearing is Jaggy. It's a very early set. Oh God!
Yeah. It's the first armor set I ever made.
Yeah, it's the first most people will make because you'll have the necessary materials. But I'm trying to beat this guy up, and I can eventually beat him up enough times or an efficient way so that I can make a set of armor out of his body.
Yeah.
And when you fight a monster with a set of armor made out of his body, he becomes a little easier.
Mercy Champ says that cat pun writer works at Capcom.
Ah, yes.
You know what Japanese the sound for dogs barking, Dave?
What?
Oh.
It's not bark, bark, bark.
What is it?
One, 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 one.
Oh God!
Like W-A-N.
I almost got out of there.
One, one, one.
I'm getting nervous here.
Anyway, but yeah, later on you'll pick armor sets that have skills themselves. So like I would find an armor set that gives you the skill of Maestro. So when I play a song with my hunting horn, the effects last a little longer. But Chris might get something with Evasion Plus that increases your vulnerability frames when you evade. So
shoot!
You really
now you see my weapon has dulled. This is the trade-off of getting a badass weapon that can stay sharp for a while. You got to go sharpen it. But when you're sharpening your weapon, it leaves you super vulnerable. So I'm just gonna get away from this guy. Oh, he's looking at me.
Wondering why I'd never heard when, but I guess like Japanese don't have that many dogs.
Taking the chance. Here we go. Sharpening my weapon. Boom! Weapon power increased. I'm back in business. Sharpness is at maximum. Hope I can jump on him at some point.
So I decided to look up Japanese animal noises. So let's see. Chikata says mean mean.
Mean mean?
Goose says gaga.
Ooh. Oh, I lost the shiny, right? So look, I'm low on health. If I had the barbecue spit, boink. I can now eat this and watch my stamina go up. Bam.
A horse says hee hee.
I'm just a little horse. What's the question?
Monkey is more accurate for Japanese. Kiki.
Regarding crafting, do you usually just constantly craft stuff or hold on to materials and save them for something potentially later?
Oh, he's weak.
So I don't do a whole lot of crafting in the field.
No.
You usually just have the core items, and then when you're back at a camp, most of the stuff you'll do is look at the weapons and armor that you yourself want to make. So you'll end up with a giant, horde of garbage that you'll never use.
Yeah.
But once you kind of identify, like, I think this is the armor set I want to go for. This is the weapon I want to make.
Oh, I should have used my evasion, absolute evasion technique. Yeah. I believe I can cancel out moves like that. Let me see. Hey, you missed me, you jerk.
But that's when you'll want to.
Oh, hello.
It's not so much like, should I use this or shouldn't it? Like, if you get to a point where there's an object is so rare where you're like, should I use this or not? You're probably pretty far enough in the game where you'll be like, I definitely know I want to use this rare thing to build this sword, like a Skymerald or something from a.
And it'll become slightly second nature, and just through the course of playing the game, you'll unlock most of the necessary materials. But of course, there's plenty of guides online. You hold up that Zenogre, Fred. I can show you my favorite monster. The very, very best is Fred. He does not feel good. But ooh, I beat him up, knocked him down, and I got a little shiny. Zenogre's my favorite. He's an electrical Blanca cat.
Yeah.
Cat goat.
I'm referencing over from.
And his armor set gives me invincible frames for my dual blades, meaning that there are certain things I can do where I'm invulnerable to attacks, which is really good because I have to get in super close to some really dangerous beasts. but I think I almost got him here. I want to. Hopefully, it didn't take too long.
Yeah, you can do 4 players locally, or you can jump online and finding matches with like specific monsters is pretty easy. That was the case in 4U, and it's the case in Generations as well.
And he's not the best monster to showcase my choice of weapons with dual blades because because my weapons are slicey, dicey, and you kind of need bashy weapons to break his tusks.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Don't die, Chris. That would be embarrassing. It's all right. We got a potion over here. I got to get used to. I have the camera stick on this new 3DS, but I'm just not used to using it. What I do is, I generally tap the L button to center the camera. Oops.
Well, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, let me potion up. So what I have Mega Potion, and I also brought potions and honey, which you can gather in the field, and I can make Mega Potions stronger than regular potions. So I'm all fortified. Let's just go ahead and take a little potion. Oop. There we go. And we should be fine.
It's fine.
But as you can see, his paintball wore off. Dang.
No, that sucks.
It's okay. I know this fight okay because I've done it before. I did it in the village. I did it online with other people, and he tends to like to go here and sleep, which means it's probably. So you can see by the little icon on the bottom left of our screen that he's definitely here. Haha. And I didn't let him sleep. But sleep's a good time to trap a monster. Trapping gives you more materials than killing and carving. Generally, of course, a trap also gives him a period of vulnerability. His free hits is what we call it.
Yeah, you can trap them, and they'll give you a chance to just wail on them.
Oh God!
Or if they're weak enough, you hit them with tranquilizers when they're in the trap, and then you've captured them, and you get more loot at the end of the day.
I feel good about this. We're 15 minutes in. I've almost killed my first monster. Alone, mind you. He's tired. Oops, had to finish this combo out.
Get her 404. Catcher 404 asks, are there any major resources with 4U? I just marathoned the Gaijin Hunter videos and poked around the wiki.
What?
What do you use to figure out stuff in this?
Oh, there was a really good. Oh, I broke his tusk. See, and he's drooling. He's really hurt.
Yeah, I mean, Gaijin Hunter's videos. There's Pro Jared. All their videos are pretty good.
Yeah, I believe that the Game Grumps play the game a bit. That they're really good at it.
There's also, I think the site's Kiriniko.
I forget what it is, but I know that was the really good one.
It's an amazing website that is very detailed for 4U, but I think they've updated it for Generations, where you just type in.
There he goes.
Hey.
You just type in anything. You're like, what does this thing do? And it'll tell you here's literally every quest and the percentage drop rate that it appears.
And let's enjoy the spoils, shall we?
Are you gonna do an attitude adjustment?
I am carving up this monster. Tetsukabra scale.
Yeah. So this is the loop of the game. You go fight a big monster, you get 3 carves unless you capture them, and you get more drops from that.
Yeah.
Or if you cut off the tail, not this monster, but if you carve off a piece,
so I feel like there should be something around.
You get a separate drop for that as well. But
you want to
go make armor, make weapons, fight bigger monsters.
And for some reason, I love collecting spider webs. They're more abundant in this game.
Yeah, 3U they were very.
But you use them to make nets with ivy, and then make traps, pitfall traps, which are super helpful later in the game.
Fei Fong Dong says, FYI, this game uses a different 3D effect versus 4U. It just crops a single image and displays multiple different parts of it versus the stereoscopic images in 4U. So if it looks different, don't worry.
Okay.
I will never turn the 3D on.
Quest complete. Elson, do we want to join it? You have a quest you need to do, right?
Let's see.
What did you want to do?
I wanted to fight a Ludroth because I need pieces of it to make a beautiful suit of flowers.
Yeah.
Quest.
Or whatever has a screamer sack.
Yes.
I think that's the Jaggy.
So here are your request reward items. Obviously, there's more parts of the Tetsukabra that you get just through beating him. Armor spheres. Again, I don't want to overcomplicate things, but there's a lot of elements to your armor and rewards. I'll show you my spoils box in a second.
Tenga says, I can speak today about another game Chris loves.
What?
Earth Defense Force 4.1 is now on Steam, and it is bleeping rad.
Is that the one we streamed for PS4? God, that was fun.
That's like...
It's ridiculous,
I didn't
ridiculous
bring it
fun.
up on the Best of 2016, partially because it came out like the second to last week of December.
Yeah.
But like that's the only other game that I will play like on a daily basis. But I haven't played for a couple months since getting Enter the Gungeon. But I would play that game every day because like one mission take it 25 to 30 minutes, and then you either beat it or you come back to the next day and you're a little bit wiser.
So this guy, if you didn't see, I just completed my urgent quest. That was sort of like your main path. There's a bunch of stuff. When I talked to this quest gal, look at that. You can now do 3-star quests, so it opens up a ton of stuff that I can do. And this is just single player. Again, I think Elsa and I collectively have put in thousands of hours into Monster Hunter alone. Yeah, here's a bunch of quests, and now, boom, 3-star quests. Hooray!
And 3 stars where the game actually starts becoming something like the game.
Oh, and everybody's got something to say to me.
Yeah.
We go so I can go put all these items away that I got. Carpenter bug, don't need that. I'll save this demon drug. Garbage, Hitsukabra scale. And I'll take out, I've made some potions.
I'm going to create a hub.
Yeah, I also will create a hub, and I can join him. And I do love this. Unless you have a bunch of friends with 3DSs, it might not be that handy, but I love it, because like normally it is hard for us to stream a game that, it's to play a game online while we're streaming. That's double use of our bandwidth. But I can join Elston's hub with no internet required, just through the magic of 3DS. It's the thing we forget about that makes these little consoles, I think, better than an iPhone. Is that they can talk to one another, you can play shit.
Someone in the chat said earlier, you can't go out in the street and catch monsters.
No,
can you?
No. But I'm at
I can't do it right now because the servers keep dropping.
Yeah, exactly. I'm at the point where now playing Pokemon Go is kind of bullshit. It was the perfect time for Monster Hunter to arrive. Did you start a hub?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I can click on hub here, multiplayer, and I'm going to search for local hubs. And there's Elston right now.
Pornhub. How did that get there?
None of my friends have 3DSs and play Monster Hunter because they're nerds. Sorry, Brandolph. Sucks to be you, I think we'd say.
But this game is online. Someone was asking.
So my character, I still have the.
So there's Brett.
I still have the basic set I started with, which is some kind of ice or desert garb. But the hunting horn is my weapon of choice, which is a hammer that becomes increasingly ridiculous. It starts taking on weird shapes like guitars and violins and stupid shit.
And he has started a quest, so I'll go over here to the quest board and see. Oh, here we go. Wants to hunt the royal Ludroth.
Yes.
Ludroth, one of the most like disgusting, terrifying. I don't like this monster on a visual.
What?
Just by his reptile. I mean, he scares me. I don't like.
Ludroth is so cute.
I don't like snakes and fucking. Not Gila monsters, Komodo dragons.
Oh, it is kind of like
frighten
that.
me.
With a big spongy crest around his neck.
So if you can see here, I can see these skills. I think I'll probably want more stamina and water resistance because this guy will fire water at you. Pay with money.
Someone was saying before, this looks like the Yelper special.
Too bad
I hope
Henry's
Hank
not
wasn't
here.
watching.
Here we go. So I will.
This is very unrealistic that 2 cats are meeting for the first time and they're not like hissing at each other and getting into a fight.
No, I forget. Where's that item? What was the item that heals all of us? I don't think I have any.
And there's life powder.
Life powder.
But that's I wouldn't.
We get that a little later. So I am ready, Elston. Whenever you're ready.
I was eating. So since I use an impact weapon, I ate for Feline Slugger, which gives you more KO damage on your hits. And if you get enough KO damage, it's like a stamina meter.
Yeah.
If you're able to get enough hits on the head in a short amount of time, just like Street Fighter, they will get dizzy and knock over, and then everybody can run in and go to town. But then that's when everyone needs to know their role and not have people with blade weapons hitting faces. It's
Getter 404 says the utter lack of gun lance is offensive. Offensive! I'm not good with the gun lance.
You gotta talk to Greg about the gun lance.
Maybe we'll ask Greg to come on over. So we're grabbing. This is just our item materials. In early missions, they'll provide you with certain items you might need during a hunt.
Oh wait, go back in the box really quick.
Sure.
I want to. One of my favorite pastimes is to, with a weapon this big, is to like get in people's face. The camera's too high. Usually I would try to get high. Oh yeah, something like
block my view
something
entirely.
like this, and just like try to get in the way, and then
ruining the stream.
Hang on, and then the final thing is to prance.
No, get out of the way! Get out of the way, Elston.
When people are like trying to upgrade their armor and stuff, just to like, please get out of the way.
Why don't you show off a little bit of your hunting horn skills? What it does.
So the hunting horn. Each time
because he will hit me.
Each time I swing the weapon, it plays a music note.
Hello.
And then I hit R and I kick it up and I play a little song. And for me, this gives me enhanced speed. So that now when I walk and have my weapon out, I move faster than before. But as you'll see when we get in, because these songs only last for a certain amount of time, I don't want to waste them. But that means every horn has different songs that are going to be appropriate for different battles.
See if I can scare an egg out of this guy.
Every horn has its song.
It does. And you get to a point where I would build a horn for like every possible contingency. It was like, oh, this monster is going to have a lot of flapping wings, so I'll bring something with wind resistance and stamina reduction. I'll bring something for health up because we're going to be in an area where there's a lot of environmental stuff that's going to chip away at our life, or attack up, defense up. Like there's all kinds of ways to look at it, but
Little known fact: living the Monster Hunter universe is like living in Australia. Says LT Humphrey.
Yeah.
I can see it. Also, I know exactly he's in 7.
Oh.
So
Well,
if you want to go straight to him, I don't know if there's anything else you want to show people with your Hearn.
No, not till we actually start fighting him.
Okay,
But I went the
we're
wrong
gonna
way,
meet in the
so.
middle. We'll meet at 7. So here we go. Yay!
7.
Ah, shoot! Why am I not cursing? Shit, I'll just say it. So I think this thing is super creepy. I do not like reptiles
Banana
in real
neck.
life. They
Get
scare
him.
the hell out of me. That's his mane, his coat, and you can chip away at it.
Yeah, it's a spongy outer.
It looks like the bubbles that form on a pizza crust.
Oh god.
Which makes me
Nope.
hungry. I want to like eat his neck.
He's got all his stupid little buddies around. Oh goodness, he's rolling all over me.
One of those things I was weirdly like, ew,
Nope.
I don't want this pizza because it has a bubble on it when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Bubble's the best part.
Ugh.
Look at that slightly burnt cheese I used to complain about. Now it's my favorite thing. Ooh, Elson has cast a spell that's giving me a 10% defense boost. That's the coolest thing about his weapon, and that Elston's a support character, but also you pack a punch with your weapon.
Yeah, it's a support character that still deals a fair amount of damage.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like you're just sitting in the background.
Yeah,
healing
not doing
people all
any
the time.
offensive stuff. So what I want to do is his tail can come off.
Yeah.
Again, the monsters don't have health bars, so there's little ways like you can see pieces of their body will fall off. They'll start drooling. But chopping the tail will give you an extra carve, and in certain cases, like, is a prerequisite for getting the item you need. You got to chip away at the monster first.
Ninja Emperor 55 says, I've been watching some weapon tutorials and they talk about guild styles or something.
Yeah.
What is that? It's making the tutorials make a lot less sense.
It's not too complicated because, like, I'm still playing as I normally would, but if you can see over there at the bottom left, I have glowing. My arts are part of what guild style I ascribe to, and since I kind of need more defensive stuff, that's why I have both evasion arts. So I've filled them up enough so that I can just equip at any time.
God damn, got
and now
blasted out
look
of
at
that.
I can run away for free if there's like a dude. I can run away without using my stamina. You see that? I can haul ass.
Yeah, there's like aerial. There's different the guild styles that will. Again, some of them are more appropriate for the weapon you want to pick. So it really boils down to when you find the weapon that you like the most. That's when you can start digging into styles and things like that.
So you basically pick a guild set when you figure out what weapon you want to use, and you can change them anytime you'd like.
Yeah, you can bounce around them. It's you're not married to them.
Ooh, and again, I lovingly compare this to Punch-Out. There's just like these giant enemies, like in Punch-Out. One hit from Bald Bull will take you down forever, for good, unless you know his tells. You know when he's doing it, and you know how to avoid that specific attack.
Who's the Gabby J?
Gabby J, that'd be the Jaggy.
Jaggy
Gay.
Jaggy Gay. It didn't work out how I wanted. Jaggy
Gay. This Dragon Chan. Ooh, we're putting a hurt on him because he wants to run away.
Getter404 says, is mounting actually viable this time around instead of a crapshoot? So you can jump on these dudes?
Yeah, mounting was always great. You just got to be playing with people who will pay attention and not attack the monster when you're on it.
That doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah,
you can't attack the monster now when someone's mounted him. We'll try and take you to an area where that can happen. That might not happen because this is there's only a few areas in this environment. Where are we? Misty Peaks?
Yeah, which is a 3U map, I think.
Yeah, it's an older map, so it doesn't have a lot of jump spots. But well, here's one. We just never drew them over to it.
Yeah, you leap on them, and when you're
leap off them and onto the monster.
When you're riding their back, there's like a meter that fills up, and if you're mashing X,
so you would go like this, slash. Or, and this is one of my favorite things to do, that I have dual blades. I can go into demon mode, dash, and I get a nice slash move.
But then will you clasp onto their back or something?
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't happen every time. You can't do it that many times to the monster. It's never guaranteed, but it'll happen from time to time. Not in this environment though, sadly.
Yeah, you need a ledge. Or if you're playing with the insect staff, insect glaive,
where you going, son?
You can pogo and you'll just get the air.
Sorry, yes.
And that is one of the hunter styles, is the ability to jump and use
I might be able to do it with this. Okay, didn't work.
Such that all the weapons can use it and not just the insect glaive.
Yeah, I know one of my arts for dual blades is that I can thrust myself into the air with the possibility of mounting the monster without a ledge or a vine.
Yeah, that's one of the weapon agnostic things.
Oh god. Oh god. Hey, missed. Oh, I hate these little creepy reptiles everywhere.
Can you order your cat assistant to do stuff during battle?
You know, I think you might be able to, but like
not really.
You basically assign him skills for what you want him to do. Right now, I have mindset to like, dude, just gather stuff so I don't have to. I'll fight. You go grab some honey, grab some herbs.
Yeah, I don't remember which one I brought with me, but one of them is set to just heal.
Yeah,
like just blow a healing horn whenever you.
And again, I don't know. I'm really early in the game, but the Palicos do have specific weapons. Like, I think there's a cat with. I saw a cat with a hunting horn that was playing spells and helping us out in one of the multiplayer matches.
Randolph says, "I'm surprised there isn't a Monster Hunter anime yet."
Yeah, that is weird.
They're not even a manga.
I think they're I think there's a ton of unofficial manga.
Boy, is there.
But it is. I think it's one of those things, not unlike, say, the Warcraft movie, that like there's not any named heroes that are consistent with the Monster Hunter series. There's no brave, amazing Dan who's consistent with the series. You can customize your character any way you want. If you can't tell, I've customized my character to have make the stupidest sounds when he fights. I always try and find the stupidest voice. You have up to 20 voices you can choose for your character, and any gender, as you can see, Elston is a lady.
And you specify your cat's gender.
I don't think that's necessary. All cats are women, right? Oh, no!
Oh. So the Ludroth is built the same way as the Laggy.
Yes.
So you'll see some... When you know the behavior of him and you see a Laggy who's bigger and more devastating, you'll be like, oh, I recognize some of these animations, and maybe some of these are going to be carryovers.
Worth Nintendo says Monster Hunter Go needs to happen. Like, it does seem like an interesting concept, but like, I played Monster Hunter. Which one is on the iPhone now? Freedom Unite or whatever?
There was one on the. I don't know which one.
It's like I need controls because like there's a lot of things that adapt well to mobile, but like there's a lot of precision that's required too, and like you can't tell. It looks like I'm just mashing buttons, but like this is a combo that I'm pulling off. Not today. I love saying that to a monster. I just don't see it on a mobile device.
Right on the noggin. Damn.
Oh, good.
Ninja Emperor says you can't prove that the cat's female in this game. Have you ever seen a cat penis?
Exactly.
I had a friend who's cat had the biggest balls, and like the cat was otherwise so adorable, but then like it would turn around, I'm like, oh god.
Oh god. Bob Barker would say that's irresponsible. Your cat should not have balls.
So there, I've knocked him over.
Dang it. So what I should be doing is wailing on his. Yeah, he's not unconscious, but this is like free hits essentially because of. There goes the tail. I got the tail, Elston. So you can carve the tail. Do I dare? I'm gonna try.
Oh, don't do this.
Oh god. Oh no! I got it though.
Oh, Ludra scale.
Yeah, you have all these things and stamina boosts you can do in Monster Hunter, like giving yourself potions and whatnot, but it does leave you vulnerable to attack, so you want to get a little bit of distance from the monster. It is not wise to carve and collect things when there's a monster close to you.
It sure is.
I mean, a lot of that stuff is not unlike Dark Souls exactly, but ooh. But again, what I think the advantage this has over something like Dark Souls is that I don't have to equip just one stupid thing I bring into the with what is it, the square button?
And Mars asking, Chris, you're not using Mega Juice with Dual Blade?
Yeah, there's so many things in your Dark Souls and in your Dark Souls inventory, but you don't have access to it. Like while you're playing, it can only map a couple things. I think it can only map up to 5 things in Dark Souls, whereas like there's 20 things I have access to right now in Monster Hunter.
Well, you can only take one into a fight at a time, though.
What? No, I mean my items, like my first aid, my rations, my paintballs. You have a very limited amount of stuff that you can actually use dynamically in Dark Souls.
Yeah, you can equip to like 10, I think.
Okay, see, I'm only at around 5 and 3. Man, this is complicated.
Hiro Mashima, sorry, Z Dai Sharon says, Hiro Mashima, the creator of Fairy Tail, made a manga about Monster Hunter. He is a fan of the franchise. In fact, the quest board NPub is inspired by that guy.
Oh, neat. Thank you, Zidershirian. How did you say his name? I don't got time to read. I'm hunting, baby. I'm hunting. But yeah, we're super low level, and I know a lot of Monster Hunter fans who may be watching have seen a bunch of this before, but we did just want to give people the gist of the game, because technically, Elston and I we've been talking about it for a while. We haven't had the luxury on our own to stream it for everybody. And why not now with a new Monster Hunter out? Ah!
Worth Nintendo's asking, have you guys been following the Monster Hunter Stories game for 3DS coming out in Japan soon? What do you think the chances are that it will come out here?
50%.
What is it? What is Monster Hunter Stories?
I don't know.
How does it differ?
Okay, look, there's a little ledge here.
Pretty different type of game.
I don't even know what it is.
It's not like this really at all.
You see my
it's like
beat-ass lunge
Telltale's
move?
Monster Hunter.
A little distracted.
Here we go. Look, all right, he's set up for
be able to jump on him, yeah.
Damn it. I want to mount you so bad.
Baby.
He said to his prom date.
It was a lizard.
Hey, Fong Dunk says,
was
break
also
his
a
mane before you murder him. Is that something you can do?
What?
Break his mane?
Yes, you can break his mane. I think is it called a sponge, or is that just
it's
how I
like
ended up
spongy
referring to
hide
it?
is one of the cards you would get, I
Spongy
think.
hide.
So it's kind of.
Oh god.
Brindle says, shout out to this week's Laser Time. It was fucking sweet.
Fucking awesome.
I'm gonna kill all these monsters.
Stay tuned to this channel if you'd like to see that very title readdressed soon. Don't go looking for information.
Yeah.
We'll let you know everything you need to know.
City Pro. Finally,
Come on.
question for good old Dave. Who's Dave rooting for in the brand extension draft this evening? Well, obviously SmackDown because Daniel Bryan is leading.
Stay there. Stay there.
Man, nothing.
Yeah. Working on it. Come back over here. Let me draw him in. I'll bide my time. Alright.
So yeah, that means I want my favorites on SmackDown. So I do like Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins.
But what will happen to Raw if that happens, David? Oh god. Damn. I'm doing my best to try and mount the monster. And again, Elsa and I are pretty good. This guy's not exactly easy. He's low tier in the game, but this comes from experienced people. Okay, that should be mountable. Nah!
His hide got busted.
Oh, he
up
did?
A bit. Yeah.
Let's see if I can get a
I
visual
think I
example of
couldn't
that.
get close enough to verify that.
Let's see it.
I like that little roll that it does. It's almost like like a pig rolling in its own shit, or like a cat that's really into its catness.
Again, I love the punch-out philosophy. Look for tells in the monster. He shakes his head a certain way, or he rolls his tail back. You can telegraph what move he's about to do, and it takes it takes some experience. Okay, he's about to roll. Ooh, but we got him down.
Scratch his belly. He hates it.
Yeah, if you look up in some guides that are a little more thorough and precise, he does have certain weak spots of his body. So if you're a person who has multiple main weapons, you'd know which one to bring in against certain monsters.
Denmar says his new name shall be Banana Sponge.
Ooh. Oh, I see a ledge, I think. Ha! Come back over here, you yo! No, I'm gonna jump right into it. Ooh, nice.
Right on the snout.
You can see Elston stunned him.
There, he's limping.
Oh, he's limping. Where are you going? So he's not going to fight back against us because he's trying to get away. Nelson, I would recommend in here. This wasn't here in the previous game. There's honey in here, right here. I would grab that honey. Get the honey. You got to get.
Worth Nintendo's asking. So has someone who hasn't played a ton of this, but is planning on getting into Generations, how would you rate the Charge Blade as a weapon?
The Charge Blade? What the hell is the Charge Blade?
Charge Blade is pretty cool. It was introduced in 4U. I didn't play that much of it, but it is it's really good. Like, I don't know how it got tweaked for Generations, but like some of the later ones that you get are just you're able to deal just a crap ton of damage in a very short amount of time.
So again, my blades aren't super powerful, and they will bounce on certain parts of the monster's body, unless I'm in demon mode, which gives me extra added ability to slice through stuff like that. That's why I'm kind of always entering in demon mode. Like, we got him, we bashed his mane. Now look at his mane. You can see a visual report on how busted up he is. Whoops, walked right into an attack there.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, indeed. Hey, it's not going to happen. Not today. So over here, if you can see, we busted up his mane, and that gives us another item drop. A little shiny, we call it a wyvern tier. That'll be useful for something.
It's Ernest.
What? Wyvern? I cannot believe we never got to that. He is super hurt, and he is trying to get away as fast as he can. We'll see if maybe I can keep him here and just murder him. He's going to try and sleep under the waterfall. Bash his brains in, Elson. Unlike a lot of other monsters, the Ludroth cannot burrow and cannot fly away. He's got to go through us if he wants to leave.
The Des says, my sympathies to anyone who bought Battleborn the first month. It's now part of a $15 Humble Bundle.
Aha, but this is also a good place. Here he comes. What, did you want to sleep or something?
I bet by the end of the year, Battleborn is like no. I'd say
Ooh.
early mid next year, Battleborn will go
Free to
the
play?
same way as Evolve. Yeah.
Oh, on PC maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I better not die on this. That would be a disaster. Mega potion! Take some first aid. So I know he's doing his projectiles there, which leaves him vulnerable to my attack. But we should make short work of him here. Again, normally in a more intense battle, I believe Elston and I probably would have brought in things like traps and flash bombs and a bunch of... Oh no! Is he gonna get away again?
Jeez.
Elson got hit there. I didn't because I'm MLG. Full disclosure, I'm MLG. Have the contract and everything. Stream is brought to you by Balls Soda, if that still exists. I'm assuming it's part of my MLG contract.
I'd like to have that little sharpness is at maximum line to pop up whenever I put on the suit. Sharpness is at maximum.
Yeah, swag is at maximum, David. Oh my god, why today am I getting so many messages? Again, if you're a member of the Laser Time group and you're in the Laser Time Facebook group, there's a subset, a Monster Hunter group with a couple dozen people who are generally looking for stuff, friendly people who want to help you in Monster Hunter. Laser Time Monster Hunter community. I do not know where to find it.
You just search Laser
I am an
Time
admin.
community on Facebook, and then somewhere within there.
I don't
you'll
know how
find-
that shit works, but yeah, I think the Laser Time group is finally public. You can search for it, you can find it, you can link to it. Again, it's a weird Facebook thing. I don't make the rules. I plug it because I love it, but it's one of those things that, like, I don't have any control over what Facebook says you can and can't do here. Come over here, you jerk.
Speaking of ease of use, did you know that youtube.com/lasertime now just leads to LaserTime Network?
Yeah, I set that up last week. But I didn't know specifically that.
Yeah.
I thought you had to like type in .c or something like that. There he goes! We have one dead Ludroth. I put away my weapons and prepare to carve up the spoils.
Yeah, I think YouTube's starting to do that now, just like because so many of like the biggest YouTube pages for like big companies are like, oh no, that's not, you can't get your actual company because some dude just like swatted on it.
Some dipshit who like uploaded something from a StarTAC phone 10 years ago.
That's why WWE's YouTube page is WWE Fan Nation.
Where was
like,
the
really?
Where was the tail?
The tail might be outside.
Right, but was it 7?
Oh, I don't remember. I do not remember. Hi, Michael. Michael doesn't know where else. Oh, I broke my pickaxe.
Have you guys seen Homer Simpson playing Pokemon Go yet?
I did.
Yeah,
I can't believe they're so quick with the animation now.
Well, it was very simple stuff.
Oh,
it's
there's
just Homer on a cell phone.
Ooh, so obviously around the map there's a bunch of stuff to collect, and generally once you've carved up the monster, generally 3 cars unless you have some kind of perk equipped.
Yeah.
You just go around the map, just get stuff. Ah, I almost had a bone there. Suddenly Elder Dragon, says Vitamin Rob. This stream was brought to you by Lightning Bolt by Steven Seagal. What the hell is that, Brandolph?
Quest complete.
Night Dehumidifier said that Ludroth was 2 days shy of retirement. Almost had it. Anything you want to do now? Big Baby Brelston?
We can kind of do whatever.
Yeah, anything you guys want to see? I hasten to bring Brett too far because he's a little further back than I am. Your mains here are the...
I can hang with whatever.
Your crit path, because there is a crit path. You can hunt whatever you want, essentially, in this hub. Anything that you've unlocked, but there are certain things... They're like 5 key quests, they call them, that will unlock a whole bunch of new stuff. And I know one of your key quests here is the Lagumbi.
Earlier in the chat, Piece for Me said, are you guys taking requests? Fight a cuckoo?
A cuckoo? I think I have access to that.
Young cuckoo?
Cuckoo. So yeah, here you can see a bunch of crap that I carved off him. I'm going to put it away because you don't really need to be carrying around scales and hides and stuff you carve off a monster. Ooh, but I got some dash extract.
Dash extract.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Somebody.
Let me see what we have here. So you're not ready for HR. You're not at HR2 yet?
No.
That's your Hunter rank, people. Hunter rank.
Well, it says, when will South Park do a chimp Pokemon?
Is that what he was talking about? The Kutku? Did someone say Kutku?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do that, Elston?
Sure.
Okay. So I purchased a quest. Fill me in when you get back. And there's key quests, and they were usually a secret, but in this game it's particularly awesome, hilarious, and adorable. It's like, I can't tell you what your key quests are. but just between you and me, and she just tells you, which normally it'd be this giant mystery, but she uses like a big cat by the water. Can
you get
an ice rabbit?
Can you get a dauntless pasta at Bupu Tobacco?
Yeah, but only family style for $24.99. Yeah, see, not a lot of this applies to my.
Those little trying to find out from you guys if they're gonna make Monster Hunter Generations for NX. I want it on the go. I want it on home TV.
Ghost Little, we don't have that information, and even if we did, it's not be like we'd be at liberty to tell you. One can only hope.
Brandolph says, "What about the Puku quest?"
I imagine
where you get the Puku clock.
If I were a betting man, I'd say there'd be a lot of overlap in things on the 3DS and Wii U, also on the NX. But if the NX is what it's rumored to be, man, portable/home console for Nintendo, I'm soups excited. Soups excited. So I've eaten. Where are we headed? I forgot. Did you see what environment this is? Shouldn't matter yet.
Verdant Hills. It's
Verdant Hills.
It's fine.
Yeah, when you get later in the game, you'll go like inside volcanoes, and you'll need to bring things like cool drinks to keep the weather at bay. Reveal it. Reveal the information. I know you and your uncle at Capcom Tendo. No, I genuinely don't know, but I hope so. That'd be really cool. I mean, I can't. I'm the type of person who's going to buy the NX no matter how many reasons I shouldn't. I'm sure Dave is the same way. We'll see about Elston.
I can only hope that there is there's multiple bundles and that Henry once again, one of the biggest Nintendo fans I know, gets stuck with the shitty system. And then we also see Adam Sessler online, and he doesn't get a system. Great guy.
It did happen to
I just found that okay.
You knew it was genuinely hard to get if Adam Sessler's being turned away. Why don't you go that way? I'll go this way.
So we're fighting. I forgot. Kutku.
Kutku. Oh, it is not this way. Let me see. Believe I know where he is. And again, it's super dark. I had to. This is a newish. Oh, there he is. He is in. Where am I, Elson?
9?
He is in 9. This is one of the weirdest zones. Hi. He's gonna roar. That's the cuckoo, baby. He's kind of a lizard, Dilophosaurus kind of creature.
Not as big as the other ones.
No. I'll go ahead and paint him. It's shorthand for how we know. Ooh, I gotta target him, and so now my L button. So I think he might be on your crit path. Boom! He's painted. What's the matter?
I can't get out of this area up.
Yeah, I think that is this area new to the game because it's got a lot of upwards.
To get
a lot of vertical
to get
tiers.
out of this takes forever.
Yeah. Boop! Oh my god, I wasn't even paying attention to how much health he was taking off me.
Vitamin Rob says he's essentially a fire child.
Not today. Oh, I should be able to. Normally, I can dash underneath that attack.
Randolph asks, does Generations unlock all the monsters, or do you go to them one by one like the other games?
It's hard to say if it's one by one. I mean, it seems to be very generous.
It's the same way as it's always been. It's
kind of
tiers and HR rank.
But since you're already familiar with a lot of these monsters, I mean, you can jump into the hub and you have access to like a dozen things to do.
Yeah, but it's you're still gonna be limited to HR1, HR2.
Yeah.
You can't like do high rank stuff right away.
But it's basically like you do 5 quests, some of which are like gather mushrooms for 5 minutes, and then you unlock other stuff.
That's what I mean. It's identical to the old ways. Like there's always the trash quest of gather mushrooms and.
Well, I used to like look down my nose on those and just like you do those in the beginning. It's basically telling you fortify yourself with a lot of items.
Yeah, they're boring, but
you'll never need to buy anything.
19-minute fire says that's the dinosaur that killed Nedry.
We got Katsu here. What's his name?
Jan Kutku.
Hey, who was
not Katsu?
Dodson.
We got Dodson here.
See, nobody cares.
I care. I love Dodson.
That's the line. That's the line.
I thought he was awesome. Dodson's the best.
So this is a song I haven't used yet because it wasn't useful until right now.
Ooh, let's hear it. So Elson's going to play it. Whoa! Wind pressure reduce. So if you couldn't see, he'll do things with his wings, and he'll blow us back, and we have to shield ourselves. So while we're not taking any damage, he deflects us from hitting him. And now we're not vulnerable to that kind of attack anymore. So he's flying away. He's the monster that's good to paintball because he can access every other area of the map instead of like going one gateway at a time. Let's see where he goes. See that pink dot, Dave? Boom! He's zooming over to 11. Or L, as he's called in Netflix's Stranger Things. Again, show I'm recommending. I think is really good.
The CD Pro asks, laser. Is there a Star Trek themed laser time for next week?
Never. We already did one.
Finally hear Chris's Captain Kirk impression.
I have a Captain Kirk impression.
What the fuck was that?
That was William Shatner, David. The way everybody else used to do him. He doesn't actually talk like that. It's actually far more interesting. You want to live like the common people. I love that song.
Priceline.
You know,
I sound like Adam.
I think somebody had pointed out that William Shatner is over 80 years old and looks 60. How did he do it? Do you remember in the 80s when we...
Because, in the 80s when he was 50, he looked 60.
Yeah. In the 80s, everybody made fun of him for being fat and wearing a toupee, and everybody just forgot about that. Nobody cares anymore. Go! Yeah. Oh! With the tail. Oh, hello. So I'm on fire. This is not good. You can tell by my health bar, but fortunately we're next to water. But if you roll, even if there is no water, you roll 3 times and you can put out the fire. And I can potion up because I am hurting here. I'm gonna. Oh wait, do you know when to use the sonic bomb on this guy, Elston?
Really?
Nintendo asks, how well do you think Monster Hunter would do on PS4 or Xbox One these days, given how well Souls games are
Probably
doing?
better than the fucking 3DS, which is kind of a system like, while I think it's great and has more good games than almost any other console on the market, its days are kind of numbered. I mean, it looks on the stream, it doesn't look that impressive, but for a game that you take on the go and is capable of so much and so many things to do in it, this game is awesome. I always recommend it as something like, if you're talking about bang for your buck, there is no better there's no better game price-wise than Monster Hunter. Okay, ooh, can I use this as a platform off which to jump? No. Wait, are you pinned? No.
No, I just got zoned, so I'm like healing.
So if you see his main up there, we got him drooly. But when you really messing him up, and Brett probably be better at this than I would be. I love that his little Dilophosaurus mane gets completely crumpled and tattered.
God damn it, I just got here.
He hit you again? It's more after your cat. Ooh!
His beak's getting stuck in the ground. He's like going to peck at us and missing.
And again, later in the game, I will not be able to wail on a monster this hardcore. I have a decent set of armor for what level this monster is. Where is he? Oh man, he's hurt. See, he keeps falling down. He's clumsy.
Yeah, I've still got the armor I started with in the game that had no leveling up at all, so I'm kind of like really behind.
Ah, my weapon power has increased, and just for the hell of it, well, Elston bashes his brains in. I'm gonna take another ration, and why not push up ever so slightly while he's not paying attention to me. Ooh, look at that! Elston's increased my max health. And upped my defense. That's pretty, man, that's pretty awesome skill.
Get off of my ass! Shit! Get out of here!
Yeah, he's going after you completely.
Can you be revived in this, or is it like...
No.
And 3 feints.
3 feints.
3 KOs, basically.
I think this might be key to it. We were saying it on the VG Empire podcast. I've been to a ton of multiplayer game previews where everybody's like, we thought it was really important to focus on a team and really foster teamwork, and it never fucking works. And it's never worked until, like, Overwatch. And how did it work in Overwatch? You got rid of the kill count. There is no kill count. You succeed or you don't, and you succeed. Whether or not you succeed is dependent on how well you work as a team. And that's what Monster Hunter is. You don't have kill counts. Nobody has it. Nobody does better in any. There's nothing you can select to see. This one has more kills. This one has more mushrooms. Nothing like that. But you all share lives. Your group has 3 lives, and you don't want to lose those 3 lives because every time you lose a life, the amount of money and rewards you get for the quest goes down. So it's your best interest to keep your partners alive.
And Patton says, what kind of nerd names their video game character after the cat? Well, it is a cat character, so...
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's my cat's name.
Yeah.
Well, is there a reason yours is named Oscar? Or
oh, Jesus. While we're at it, Elston, you really are a fucking nerd. What a nerd. You have a video... Look at that! I got rid of the fire just by dashing through a puddle.
Is that the just official name, or the default name?
Yeah,
for
mine
yours?
was Oscar. I usually name it after previous cats that I've had. Mew and Motor and Pee-wee. and Brody and Bryce.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. Little Brett Elston was one of my favorite cats.
Weird because he hadn't even met Brett yet.
No, it was weird. It was fortuitous.
It was the other Brett.
Oh God.
Brendel says Oscar hates Mondays.
It was such a funny line. The Garfield line in the new Ghostbusters movies was so funny. Hey, look at him! Look at him! He's tired. He's limping. He wants to get out of here, and we're not going to let him. We still got him painted. We're going to follow him wherever he goes.
So there was a Garfield line in Ghostbusters?
The new one, yeah.
I don't remember that.
It's at the end. Involves her hair.
Oh yeah.
Got a big laugh from the audience in the show I was in. So he is headed over to 5. He's probably going to try and eat or sleep. And what the monsters do when they run away from you and try and eat or sleep, they either gain stamina or health back. And you want to try and like get over there as soon as possible so they don't get stronger. Or don't give them time to collect themselves. I feel like and there's a little cave up here, Elston, if you can't see it. You got to climb a rock.
I'm
then
right
you're in
behind
5. Look, he's snoozy. See, he has little anime bubbles, so you know he's asleep. So if you had a trap, he'd just lay it under his feet and he'd fall into it and it'd be hilarious. But instead, no, yeah, we're bashing a sleeping monster. But remember that canonically, the game is sort of like this monster is terrorizing the village, ruining our fishing trade. Can you please go take care of it?
Cute.
And we're gonna cut it up and make clothes.
Oh, we're gonna eat it.
We'll use pieces of it to beat up its children.
Eat it. And we'd love to stream more of this for you at some point. Should people want to do that or get the game and play online together? Again, I'm willing to play online with people when we're not working, streaming, or recording. And there is a Laser Time group that does that. So I've got my 3 carves, but there's all these mind points.
Raymond Rob says the first hit on a sleeping monster has a damage multiplier, so it's worth it to charge
true.
up and
Really?
wail on its head.
Yeah, if you have bombs or if you have like a great sword that has a charge or anything that'll like do damage, like that's why people usually like put an array of bombs around.
Yes.
As long as the big one hits.
And
first.
again, we didn't want to overcomplicate you and overwhelm you with options. And there's barrel bombs and there's traps and there's all these other things you can use in Monster Hunter as you get going.
There's also like gem slots in your armor, which is a whole other armor skills thing.
Oh, you don't even want to know about that.
Which is all great because by the time you get to the point where that actually really matters, because low rank doesn't matter.
Yeah.
High rank maybe, but not really. And G rank is that's the real game. And yeah, it takes like many hours to get to that point, but everything up to that point is making you better at the game. So when you get to G rank, you're now really experienced. And you're ready to go.
Brendel
and that's
says,
when you're also probably invested enough to be like, I want to maximize my armor sets.
Brendel says definitely return to this, and EPH26 says ongoing MHLT stream. Please.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I mean, we never had the ability to stream 3DS games before a few months ago, and now we can. I know not a lot of people have those capabilities, but again, I'm not an expert just yet. I'm just getting started with this game. I do like, in terms of generations in general, it's streamlined a lot of little things.
What is that? What does that mean, Poogie Man?
Poogie Man?
And third string.
I named myself that.
Oh. It's your nickname or something?
Yes. I named myself Poogie Man. I don't know if that'll show up online, but you have a bunch of names to choose from. Poogie are the name of the pigs in this game. You can earn costumes for your fucking pigs. And you pet them, and I don't know if this was ever verified, but Yuri told me about this.
Stranger.
It's been rumored, like, why is there an option to pet the Poogie? It must be good luck to pet the Poogie. So people would normally, before they would go on quests, would go pet a pig and then run off on a quest. And Monster Hunter is filled with like urban legends and things that do generally check out and fun stuff you can share with your friends.
Look at that. That's cool.
Get out of my face, Elston. Is it prance time? Why not?
Is there any other cool little emotes they have, or is it just...
Yeah, there's tons of gestures.
Fist pump.
My favorites is kickback, because I like the thing you do with your feet.
Yeah, kickback is good.
There's also... it's like you fart as you hit the ground.
And this is neat. I told you, like, we're not in an actual stage, we're in the hub. You see how there's like a balloon up there?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, if you do your wave gesture... So then a light will flash from that blimp, and on the map will appear where the monster. He'll show you where the monster is. But again, there's just a ton of stuff to uncover in Monster Hunter. It doesn't have to be that complicated if you don't want it to be. But I mean, yeah, there's a ton of gameplay there. I love it. I love this fucking series. I'm going to lose hours into this, but that probably concludes what we're going to show you today. Again, I'd love to do it again. Let us know on youtube.com/LaserTimeNetwork or go to lasertimepodcast.com. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. We'll be doing a little bit of a weird thing, but we have a fantastic shit show for you this week.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Tune in tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We'll be back very soon. And please enjoy Monster Hunter, everybody. Peace.